relative of your throw to Jake Tondras in the side of the end zone. Were you even able to kind of watch the flight of the ball because you were heading pretty quickly out of bounds?
Yeah, no, I saw it. I didn't really know for sure if he, got in or not. It happened so quick, but from where I was out on the sideline, I was like, dude, that definitely could have been something. Like, I was sort of hoping there was going to be some kind of review or something, but at the same time, the clock for the next play, if it didn't count, was rolling. So I had to move on pretty quickly and get ready for the next play. But obviously, when we saw it after, we were like, wow. So it's a crazy play by him, and for him to get his feet in was crazy. So.
Tempo at that point?
Yeah, we huddled after that. So it was just a matter of getting everybody back. It was a scramble play, and we had a big third down after that. So, just one of those things where, yeah, it sucks. Like, we don't know, did he get in, did he not? But we have to, if he didn't, we have to get everyone lined up for the next play, get the play off, make sure I'm reading everything out right. So it's like you have to move on fast if it doesn't happen. So just unfortunate sort of how quick it all turned out to be.
When George is really rolling, is it hard not to throw it to him every play? Like, do you, in the back of your mind, think, where's George?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's a Hall of Fame tight end, and so when he's on and catching everything, moving fast, like it's as a quarterback, yeah, it's in my mind. If I can get him the ball, then obviously he can go and get so much yak and create some pretty cool plays. So that's definitely a thing. But at the same time, like how Kyle calls plays and stuff, naturally George is going to end up being a guy that's a priority in certain situations. So trusting in the play call, but also knowing I have a Hall of Fame tight end that I get to play with. So both of those things sort of, at the end of the day, George ends up getting the ball and balling. So that's just sort of how I look at it.
You guys often talk about, the ball goes where the coverage dictates, but are there times as a quarterback you just want to force feed somebody such as George?
Yeah. It's a fine line, obviously. Like, I'm dropping back. What's my answer every single play, playing discipline with my feet and everything. And there's hardly any times where I'm just going to drop back and abort everything that I've been coached and just try to force feed a guy. But when there's options for me in man coverage or certain situations and scramble drills, like, yeah, I definitely have my antenna up for, George and guys that are hot, JJ, and they're playing well and you feel like, you just need to get them the ball because they're on one. So you feel that a little bit for sure in certain situations.
What about their defense and their ability to intercept passes? What is it about their secondary that's made them so good at that?
Yeah, I think they have just really good athletes. They got good ball skills. They're able to, when the ball's in the air, they're aggressive. They don't hesitate. Obviously, their guys have length and just athletic ability across the board. And I just feel like, they're really well coached when it comes to being aggressive and, not trying to second guess things. Like, you have the opportunity to go get the ball, man, go make a play. And so obviously they lead the league in interceptions and turnovers and they're physical as well. So it's not just that they're intercepting the ball, man. They're hitting guys and making you feel it, and you got to protect the ball even when you're carrying it. So they're really well coached and they pop. That's for sure on film.
Against Tennessee, KB gets his catch, does the money thing, but he's a yard short. First catch this game, he does the money thing, they overturn it. Were you guys able to poke fun at him a little bit? Like, hey, maybe just wait for the next snap to start doing the celebration?
Yeah, I mean, after the Tennessee game, we were all, sort of giving him a hard time. They were all trying to figure it out on the sideline, like, hey, did I get it? Did I not? And we're all joking about it. And then in this game, when he did end up getting it, it was like a serious moment. So I was like, he jogged back to the huddle. He's like, let's go, man. I was like, yeah, man, good job. But we got to get to the next play, bro. So, and then we got to the sideline, like, we congratulated him, and he's in it. He's obviously been joking around with all the guys about it. So it's been funny. He's a kind of guy that has that personality where you can have fun with it. But at the end of the day, like, KB's going to do what it takes to help this team win, whether he catches the ball or not, and he's blocking. Like, KB's a dog that we all love going to war with, and but I'm glad he's able to, get his bonus and keep this thing going.
Brett Warner was on a podcast this week, and he said that you are hands down the best QB in the league. What does that mean for him to say that about you?
Oh, it's pretty cool, man. Obviously, he's my guy, he's my teammate, and a great teammate and brother of mine. So, for him to have my back like that is pretty cool, and be outwardly spoken about it. So it's pretty cool. At the same time, like, we got 2 more games to finish out, and I got to play good. And find a way to win for the Niners here. So.
Kyle described your game after at the post-game podium as almost perfect. I don't know if I've ever heard him say that before. He's always got things he wants to work on. What did you think about how you played here? How close to perfect were you?
Yeah, obviously, there's some missed throws and opportunities, and I want to score a touchdown every drive. So I'm looking at myself like, all right, how did we not convert there? And it was my decision here or there, and the interception at the end of the game, like tip ball, it was high. So just watching the film and being real with myself about, I could still be better with my accuracy on certain plays and being aggressive and not second guessing on certain plays. So there's still things like that you got to clean up, and you just want to get better at. You don't want them to come up in another game or another situation. So definitely room for improvement. So
you had to call a timeout in the fourth quarter. It looked like you were having communication problems. Could you hear it in your headset?
Yeah, the mic system, whatever, was cutting in and out. I couldn't even hear the play. So, and I looked at the ref and I was like, "Is there anything we could do about this? Like, can I get another 25 seconds?" And no. So I don't know how that happened, but it did. So it sucked.
You did not look amused.
No, I was mad. Yeah, I mean, we had to call a timeout in a serious part of the game. So it's not something you want to be happy about. So.
The option to call your own play at that point?
There's definitely times where I can be ready for that, but at that point I was still trying to hear it, and there was 9 seconds left. So, at that point we're like, no, let's be smart and call a timeout and regroup. So, kept it simple.
Call a play and you listen to it and you're like, that play sucks. I'm calling my own play.
No, I do not. Kyle has great play calls, and no, Grant.
What have you seen from your own line the last month? Kind of like a steady climb. What have you seen from those guys? It's a veteran bunch. I imagine it's a big part of it.
Yeah, definitely. Them playing together and stuff. And when you're healthy going into this time of year and having a bunch of games together with Burford in there now too. And I just feel like overall, man, they've done a great job with, building off games and with the run game, the pass pro. I feel like guys are tying everything together and they're playing together as a unit. So it's been nice, obviously, to be able to get the ball out in my hand too, to help them out, get into a rhythm. And just overall, I feel like the play calls and everything have helped them. And when it comes to one-on-one blocking too, man, in certain situations, third downs, like they've stepped up and done a great job of giving me time. So across the board, man, it's been a team effort there, and really proud of those guys right now. So
Last year you gave your O-line SUVs for Christmas. How do you one-up that this year?
Yeah, I don't know. I got something for them, but they're gonna get it after practice today, so I don't want to say. Yeah, no spoilers.